Yo, all right, we in this thing. Let me get a hold on real quick. Let me cut that off and let me do something real quick here. Sorry, y'all. I'm literally having tech woes as the stream starts. For some reason, I couldn't get my wife's tab to get started for me, so had to kind of work through some frustrations there, but we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. So let me flip this around so y'all don't have to keep looking at my crazy eyes for the rest of the stream. And let's see. Let me get my camera back on here without it being all extra and stuff. Sorry, y'all. All right, there we go. All right. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully it looks good. But hey, what's up? Welcome back to Thursday Night with Teck Mike. So we are in the mix. Like I said, a few minutes late, but we still mix. We're gonna have a good time. We got about 27 minutes before we're gonna dip out of here and go do your normal thing on a Thursday Junior or Friday Junior, and then we're gonna go watch my boy Ike's Tech Talk. Is gonna be going live at 9 o'clock. Got the link for his channel in the description, so just click that link and you'll be able to see his channel when he goes live in about 26 minutes. So uh, let's run back down the comment section here. So I got my man Trent say he was early. Eric Drummond is in the building. My man Barry Johnson is on deck. Shay, Queen of Steel Nation. Kennedy. Jason C. Holla at your boy. Let's see. Eric came back. My man Bionic Scoop is in the building. What's up with you? What's up with you? Big Mosley, what's good with you, fam? And Tech Valor is in the house. MacGyver Mike. What's up, Tech Valor? How you doing? Let's see. And the review suite is in the building. And Genosis. What up with you, Genosis, as always. And the Diaper Fund. My man Trent. Thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you very much for that. Diaper Fund is always appreciated. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Tonight's drink of choice is Angry Orchard. They had this new combo with like peach mango, strawberry, and a bunch of other ones. So this is the last strawberry one. So, cheers up, Friday Junior. And I also told everybody that I would be drinking some of this straight. So we're gonna indulge in some of that. Oh God, okay, guys. Sorry if the stream is acting up because it just kicked me out of the studio. So I have no idea if I'm still live or not right now. We're finna find out. I must be because that person is here. Okay. All right. So I hope I'm still here because this is kind of like very, very jerry rigged right now. So let's go ahead and get into it so we don't spend too much more time on the trying to figure this out. I got a laptop, so we won't have to deal with this next week. The laptop's supposed to be here Wednesday. I think FedEx said it's in Japan right now. So I did buy a MacBook Pro, posted it on Twitter, but I was able to finally get a MacBook Pro. Like I told you guys on the last stream, I was going back and forth between a gaming laptop and a MacBook Pro. And then I kind of just kind of got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to stick with MacBook because I like Apple's ecosystem and I like how things work together. So I'll just stick with that. And I appreciate the $5 super chat for my liver. Thank you, Trent. Always appreciate it, my boy. Let's see. That's not a bad mix, bro. Angry Orchard and Hennessy. No, it's not too bad at all. Speaking of which, first one of the night. So, yeah. Genosis, I see your comment. The reason I decided not to go with the Razer, because the main thing about the Razer was the upgradability, right? You can go from 32 gigs of RAM to 64. You can go from a terabyte to 2 terabytes, whatever. You can upgrade the laptop as needed. But the thing that deterred me from it was, for one, we're on the fence about moving, right? We're not really sure if we're going to stay in this apartment or if we're going to move back to another side of town that's a lot cheaper, and we can get an extra bedroom and we can make that the baby's room, and then this can be, man cave, whatever we want to call it. But in the meantime, we are making our plans as if this room will be the baby room. So for me, I kind of did the pros and cons, and as much as I love Razer, as much as I love gaming laptops and RGB and stuff like that, if it came down to which computer would I want to be able to pick up and do something on the kitchen table or on the coffee table or, in the bedroom without having to either A, worry about the charge, or B, um, B, like, just being able to get the full power out of it, I chose MacBook. And I see your comment already. Like, that's pretty much what I decided to do, is just chill out and just wait, and just, eventually I'll get a gaming, like a PC or something like that. So, hey, Tech for your knees is in the building. What up? My man Ike Tech Talk is in the house. Like I said, folks, we're going over to his stream at 9 o'clock. So make sure you hit the link below in the description. So let's see. I see Genosis' comment here. So yeah. So fun to build. You can take pride in your own work. Yes, sir. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. So that'll be here Wednesday. So when that gets here, we will be back to I'll be using, my good old trusty 1080p webcam here, but it'll still be a little bit more put together. This setup is not bad. It's just the only thing that happened tonight was just to get a chance to charge the Tab S7 Plus up before the stream. So that's the issue. Like I said, I don't get off until 7 o'clock, and that's a 30-minute drive home. So like I didn't get to the house till after 7:30. So kind of forget some stuff, and trying to eat and things like that, whatever. But on a side note, let's think about let's talk about a couple of things. So I put in the description Fold 3. So I saw somebody asked in the comments, am I going to be getting the Fold 3? So the answer to that is yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because there will probably be a Fold 3 in this house, but it won't be mine. So my mother-in-law uses a Galaxy Note 8 right now, right? It's my wife's old Note, and my wife is now using a Note 20 Ultra. Well, my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, as I like to say, her Note is kind of slowing down, and it's kind of, just getting to that point where like it's time for her to get a new phone. So we know that she likes Notes. We know that she likes the S Pen. We know that she likes big phones. So I kind of came up with the idea where, like, the way my wife uses Samsung, she uses Dex a lot. She uses, like, she's really deep in Samsung's ecosystem. And I kind of got to thinking about it, and I'm like, I think someone like her would benefit from a Fold. So I pitched the idea to her today because I was like, hey, they're doing 2 trade-ins for 1 device. So we've got an iPhone here. We've got an S21 Ultra. How would you feel about it? And she's on board with it. Like, she thinks it'd be a good idea. So we're going to wait and see what happens with like the announcement, and definitely want to wait and see what the price is, because even with the 2 trade-ins, we have a cap. Like, if it's over that cap, we're not going to mess with it. We'll just get my mother, we'll just get her a different type of phone. But as it stands right now, that's probably the only way you guys would see one in the house, is if like we went through with that plan. Otherwise, I won't be messing with it, because I'm going to probably just be sticking around waiting for the new iPhone. I know the notch might be smaller and all this other stuff, but, it's not going to be too much going on. Let's see. Let's check the chat here. So let's see. My man Trent said, let's get together, buy Mike some random computer parts and watch him try to turn them into a gaming rig. Nah, man, like, that would be kind of fun. I see Genosis said live stream of me doing the assembly. Yo, that would actually be kind of dope. Like, I would actually do that. That would be kind of fun. A blindfolded PC build. Oh, no, you lost me, Trent. You lost me. Hey, Money Mark, what's good with you, Brody? What's up with you? But yeah, so that's the kind of thing. That's the stance on the Fold 3. And also because my wife is not really the type of person that is like too hyper focused on cameras. So the Fold 3 cameras I know are going to be well beyond good enough for her, and I don't see her having an issue with them. So I'm perfectly comfortable with her, getting that and using that. But Genosis said, keep reading, Mike. You won't want to. What? Anyway, so that's pretty much how that's gonna go as far as the Fold is concerned. I don't know. The Fold looks nice to me, but it just doesn't really strike me as something that I feel like I need to go get. Yeah, but mostly, like I said, if I do get one, it'll be my S21 Ultra and my iPhone 12 Pro Max. That's what I trade in towards it. And because if we get one, I'm gonna get the best one that we can get, since it's gonna be my wife's, because she literally will use a phone until it falls apart. And case in point, she had a Note 4. The Note 4 was an amazing phone, but when we got together, that phone was 3 years old at the time when we got together. At least when I moved here after we got engaged, that phone was 3 years old. When I tell you to get that phone out of her hands, me and the T-Mobile guy had to pry it out of her hands. And when they started doing the transfer, right? When we started doing the transfer stuff, she had like 50,000 plus text messages. Like my wife does not get rid of anything. So y'all think that like we know some people who are like the queens and kings of receipts. She had stuff from like almost 6 years ago before she had that phone that transferred over. And I'm just like, bruh, how? Like, how do you do that? But I know how she is with her devices, and I know that she's a big fan of the Tab S7 Plus. But I know, like in certain situations, this may be too much to take around with her. So I definitely think she'll take advantage of the Fold. I kind of want to just go ahead and get her set up with the whole shebang bang, like get her the Fold 3, and then maybe catch a deal around Black Friday on a Galaxy Book Pro 360, and just get that, and then she can have her nice, lovely Samsung ecosystem, and I'll have my nice, lovely Apple ecosystem, and we'll be a house divided, but we'll still love each other because we love tech, and that's what matters. That's what matters. So. Let's see. My man Sharky is in the building. Shark Fin Tech said, "What up, Tech King Mike? Hello to the stream. Hello to you, sir." Big Moses said, "I'll need that 512, 256 without SD card expansion isn't enough." Right. Big Moses, do you think we're gonna get a 512 fold this year? Because I don't know. We didn't get one last year, so I'm not really holding my breath. Like we'll see. But I hope Samsung doesn't go that route of 128 and then 512. But I don't know. Samsung has kind of surprised me because we were talking about this on Gigi stream Tuesday night. Well, they were talking about it, and I was in the chat about the S21 Ultra being back in stock at 512 gigs. That normally does not happen. Like with the S20 Ultra, with the Note 20 Ultra in 2020, when those devices came out, right, and then once they sold out, they didn't come back. Like they were just done. So it was really interesting to see that Samsung brought it back, at least like trying to finish out the stock or whatever they were trying to do. So, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, Genosis, it didn't. It did not come with the 512. The Z Fold 2 only came in 256. I think the only folding devices that have 512 is going to be the Mi Mix 2, I think, and the Mate X2. I think that's the only two folding devices, like tablet-style folding devices, that have 512 gigs. And the Mate XS, of course, but that's pretty much it. It's not going to be a Sammy right now, unless it's the old fold, the OG fold, but who wants that, except for Latrell Jennings. This is Hennessy. So, let's see. That is me right now using a phone until it fall apart. iPhone 10R. Hey, you got to do what works for you, my man. Let's see. If we get a 1 terabyte iPhone, why not that in a Fold 3? Jason, that's not gonna. I mean, if we get a 1 terabyte iPhone, it won't be into the Fold 4. I doubt we'll see a 1 terabyte Fold this year. I doubt we'll see a 1 terabyte Samsung device until next year, probably. But I'm excited for a 1 terabyte. I'm excited for a 1 terabyte iPhone. Because for content creators, people who use their iPhone for a lot of stuff, that's going to be pretty clutch. Because again, I understand that portable SSDs and stuff like that, it's really easy to do things and it's easy to just edit off of those. But I'm a fan of having like everything in one setup. Now, I have cloud storage in case there's ever an issue with my machine or something, and I got AppleCare on my laptop. But I'm a fan of having like the 1 terabyte. Not 1 terabyte, but having the storage on board. God, every time I look away talking and then I look back, I see that I'm frozen or something on screen. So, hey, it's getting us through. That's all that matters. So as long as y'all happy, I'm happy because that's all that matters. We're going to make it through. Next week, like I said, we'll be back to kind of a normal scheduled programming or whatever. But yeah, Latrell is right. I see Latrell is in the building. What up, Latrell? What up, Widget? This is a keyboard for the Tab S7 Plus. Let's see. My man Ike said, I hope they don't try to give less on trade-ins because you can trade in 2 devices. Me too, because that is also like the nail in the coffin for us. If it comes out and it's less than $2,000, I already know they're going to give some stupid low trade-in offers, and that's where I'm going to kind of have to possibly just tell my wife we might just Honestly, we might just finance one. I don't care, because I know she's going to use it and I know she's going to hold it for 2 years. So that may be an option for her so that we can take that Note 20 and give it to my mother-in-law. But we'll see, because I need at least 700, at least 700 to 800 for the iPhone alone. Because I got the 512 iPhone and I got the 512 S21 Ultra. So if they come in at like 500 for each one, I might be better off just selling those secondhand and then buying it outright. Like that's just not. I don't see that being a thing. So he said he heard that. I'm glad you did hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you hear this. This is a bamboo box. I'm glad you hear this is a bamboo box from IKEA. So let me catch up here on the chat. Let's see. MacBook Pro, 16 gig, 2 terabyte. I really want to know how the S Pen works with the Fold 3. I'm guessing it will work by hovering over the phone and you don't actually touch the screen. Nah, Big Mosley, I actually think it's going to be a full-on press, note to screen, or S Pen to the screen. I think that's going to be the case. And the reason why I think that is because the tips that Samsung uses for the S Pen, I want to make sure I say this very carefully because Trent is watching, Scoop is watching, and I will not be mean. So I'm trying to say this as carefully as I can. But the way that the S Pen works already is it's comprised of soft materials, so I don't see it being that much of an issue. A fingernail is a lot harder than the S Pen is. Pause. So I don't see it being that much of an issue to actually like put the S Pen against the screen. Leave me alone, Trent. Damn it, leave me alone. Oh man, I can't stand y'all. I knew as soon as I went down that road, I was like, I know I'm either going to say something that's going to get me messed up, or somebody's going to make a meme out of it. And Scoop and Trent, look at this. Look, Trent and Scoop, these two guys right here, literally in the cut waiting. So you can't win, man. But like I said, Big Mosley, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think that it's going to work out just fine, especially if they're making cases for it. You got to think the technology and stuff that would go into just like a hover S Pen would be so like, I don't know. It just feels like that'd be so completely unnecessary to me. Like it just feels very unnecessary. Let's see. It's not so much about scratching the screen, the pen making indentations in the plastic screen I am worried about. I don't think it's going to make indentations because I don't know. I think I kind of want, like I said, we'll just see what happens. We got what, 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks. We'll just see what happens. I think Samsung might surprise us, and I think it'll be a little bit different. So we'll just see what happens when the time comes. I definitely think the big thing for me is I just want to see like about the dust and water resistance and things like that, because that was the biggest thing for me with the Fold, was wanting to have better durability when it came to outdoor usage. I know that they can't make it like completely dust proof and completely waterproof, like say a S21 or an iPhone or something like that. But I would definitely hope to keep some type of ruggability with it. So Tech Valor said so immature. Yes. But I love it. Let's see. Hey, lover of tech is in the building. What up with you, man? Yo, Ben, I saw the announcement this morning on my way to work. That man Ben said that the streams are coming back. The cut down is coming back. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. Happy to see you here, my brother. Good to see you, and can't wait for those streams, man. Because Sundays have not been the same. My Saturdays and my Sundays have not been the same because Ben has not streamed in a while. It has been a few weeks since MC Locks in Life or Cast Me Out Budget Solutions have streamed. So looking forward to that. Actually, I need to call Cecil. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I need to hit him up. But yeah, like having, I need my weekend streams back, man, because you get so used to the Monday through Friday streams, and then the weekend comes and you're like, it's like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. It's like, well, what now? What now? So let's see. Let me catch up on some of your comments here. Congrats on your 1 terabyte laptop you're not returning. Nope, I'm not. If I do, my wife has promised to kick my ass after the baby drop, so that's not going to happen. Samsung is supposed to have the Mist durable fold. I think the S Pen will be fine. I think so too. Worst case, they're giving 1 year Samsung care, so I'll put that new pen through the ringer. Hey, there you go. I want to hit the screen with the durometer and compare it to glass. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Big John, what's up with you, brother? Good to see you, Big John. Of course, always repping Team Marvel. I feel like my closet is nothing but a bunch of Marvel shirts. Let's see. So Sharky's talking to Mosley. I want to see about that battery and the charging speeds. Has Samsung been notoriously slow upgrading the charging speeds, and the battery life is passable at best? Yes, Eric, that is another concern that I do have. Didn't even think about it until you mentioned it, because my S21 Ultra is a great phone. I love the phone. Its camera and video is on par with the iPhone, to my eyes. Some people might say otherwise, whatever. But to me, it's on par. It's really good. It doesn't beat a Pixel, and it doesn't beat video like I've gotten off of like Huawei devices in the past. But it is way better than it has been in the past when it comes to Samsung devices. All that to say, the battery is trash. I'm sorry. I thought it may have been the Exynos versions only, but even the Snapdragon versions, the battery is not what it should be for that device. It's good, but the standby time is just crazy. I took it to work a couple days ago because I just felt like taking it to work. And I literally, in the span of 4 hours, I got to work at 7 o'clock. Between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m., my iPhone went down about 19%, and I had my AirPods on listening to music. My Galaxy was in my backpack, right? It was in my backpack. I wasn't even doing anything with it because I was just using it to like watch YouTube on my break and stuff. Went from 100% to like 71. And I'm like, how? There was no apps running in the background, nothing. I'm like, how do you do that? So I did the whole cut it off, cut it back on. I thought about doing the factory reset, but I was like, I don't really care that much to do all of that. And it was interesting. So, hey, what's up, boo? How you doing, boss? That's the boss of the house. Seems like the Motorola Razr has better durability, but I haven't used one yet. Cobra, I would agree with that. And I don't know, I had an opportunity to get a Razr just because the Razr was like 300 down at T-Mobile. And I thought for a moment, I was like, why the hell not? But then I was like, I have no room or no reason for it. Ooh, that's a screenshot right there. Somebody's going to take that screenshot. That I already know it. Let's see. So Lover texted, the cut down is coming back ASAP, and we taking it chilling Sunday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Let's see. Let me check here. So I got that same shirt, my dude, super clean. Hey, that Target special, my boy. You already know that Target special. That's why. Hey, that's why when I saw you with that Wu-Tang shirt last Thursday, I was like, I know where you got that from. I know exactly where you got that from. Shut your ass. So yeah, it was pretty bad. Like it was pretty bad. That really threw me off to the point that like I don't know. And see, even Big Mosley, like I see Ben said S21 battery is amazing, though it's so confusing. S21 Ultra as a whole is garbage. I don't know about that. Like I ain't gonna say it as a whole is garbage, because that's the one thing. I'm experiencing battery drain issues, but I have never had the phone overheat on me. I've never had it overheat. And I've had this one, because y'all know I've had multiple. I've had this one for at least 3.5, almost 4 months now. And I've never had the phone overheat. So I don't know. Like I can't say the whole phone is trash. Just the battery is frustrating. But that is what it is. On the side note, this is an S7 Edge. So let's see. So Samsung stopped caring about charging speeds after the Galaxy S6. That's what it seems like, because they've been on the same charging speed for quite some time now. I'm kind of just used to charging my S21 Ultra midday, especially when driving. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Android doesn't have the best standby time from research that I gathered. Some of them do. Pixel has great standby time. The Pixel has great standby time. Xiaomi has good standby time as well, in my experience, when I had the Mi 11 for the brief time that I did have it. But I would say the biggest champion as far as like battery life and just standby time in general for me would have to be the P20 Pro or the P30 Pro. When I had that phone, I could take that phone off the charger at 5 a.m. and I literally could like never, I never had to worry about if I was going to get through a whole day. And I mean like going to work at 5 o'clock, getting off at like 4:35 in the afternoon, and then going out with friends and not coming back home until like 10 or 11 o'clock, that phone never needed to charge throughout the day. So I know for a fact Huawei devices have like impeccable standby time. Like I know for a fact. So, and speaking of Huawei, really quick, while we have 3 minutes left, the P50 Pro, they unveiled the colors, and I think they talked about it today. I think I missed the actual live stream, so I'm going to go look at it here when I get done with the stream. After Ike is done, I'll probably like dual screen or whatever, like chilling up front with my wife or something. But because I just wanted to just kind of breeze through and see what they talked about, if it was today, if I'm not mistaken. But I like the colors that I saw, and I'm really curious to see what type of like images are going to come out of those cameras, because those sensors are incredible. Like, man, those things look really, really, really dope. So I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see what comes of that. I know it doesn't have Android, and I know like there's this whole debate about whether it's too late for Huawei or whatever. But I did see that Big Joe is investing like 50 billion into getting more people, like more like overseas tech companies to help with the chip shortage. And in my mind, I'm like, Huawei can do some really good stuff with them Kirin chips. Come on, come on, come on, Big Joe, come on, big dog. Make it happen. Make it happen. Bring Huawei back. Free Huawei. Hashtag free Huawei. I need them back. All right, so let me catch up on the comments here, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I think what I'm gonna do, my supervisor is pretty flexible. And this was something that was mentioned last week. So in the last minute here, let me catch up on the comments. And I think what we'll do next week, we'll try 8 o'clock. We'll try 8 because like I said, I get off at 7, but I can slide out a little bit early because my boss is pretty cool like that, especially if I come in early. So I may on Thursdays, we'll try to make an exception to go ahead and do an hour because, when you get going and you get in the rhythm, I do wish it was an hour, but also like so many of us know and so many of us practice, it's live stream etiquette. So as much as I would love to keep going or anything like that, we're gonna shut it down when it's time to shut it down because my boy finna get going. So let's rapid fire through these. Lover of Teck, not just the battery drain and the slow charger. Had no issues with my S21, and the strongest thing the S10e gets is good battery life. Eric talks about how hot the S21 is. That's Eric's. Unfortunately, my Pixel 5 standby time. Samsung do all this aggressive battery management stuff, and the standby still that bad. Yeah, 30 go by too quick. Yeah, it does. It does. So, hey, Barry, appreciate you, my man, as always. Appreciate you, Barry, for your support. Always, man. Let's see. Get the Anchor dongle. I got one for my Galaxy Book. It's dope. I'm probably going to get the CalDigit one. That's probably what I'm going to get. But anyway, it's 9 seconds to 9. So, everybody, check the link in the description. Head on over to my man Ike's Tech Talk. Let's get going over there on his channel and support his stream. I promise y'all, next week we're going to do an hour so we can truly enjoy ourselves and have a good time. But in the meantime, in between time, I will catch y'all over on his stream. Catch y'all over there and have a good night. See y'all next week for a full hour of Thursday Night with Tech King Mike. We will be a lot more chill and I'll have more Hennessy on deck. So with that being said, oh snap, before we bounce, El Jefe, my man, and Eric is in the building. What up, Easy? I see you, big dog. El Jefe, dude, thank you, bro. Like, good to see you getting back in the streaming, brother. Much love to you and the wifey. El Jefe, thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, bro. El Jefe is one of those people that's like always in everybody's corner, man. Like, you got people like El Jefe are rare, man. So, dude, I appreciate you, man. For real, appreciate you. Baby update next week. Ooh, yay! Can't wait to give one. 3 weeks from the third trimester, folks. Y'all are right here with us. Y'all are riding it out right here with us. But anyway, let's go watch Ike. Let's go do the thing over there. And we'll see y'all next week, Thursday night with Tech King Mike. We is